There's a holdup in the Bronx.
Brooklyn's broken out in fights.
There's a traffic jam in Harlem that's backed up to Jackson Heights.
There's a scout troop short a child. Cruise ships do and I go wild.
Car 54, where are you?
Tonight's program brought to you by Tide. Your wash gets cleaner every week with Tide. And by Pretzel Concentrate, the shampoo in the handy unbreakable tube.
All right, check this out in the back. Oh, wait. Tootie and Muldoon are in there holding another meeting of the Brotherhood Club's Helping Hand Committee.
And Gunther and I think that if ever a man deserved a helping hand, it's Charlie here. You see for yourselves how he straightened himself out. All he needs is a little financial boost.
Not again.
For $100 down, he can buy into Adamopoulos' Busy Bee Diner.
What about it, fellas?
A chance to put Charlie into a business.
Another chance? Well, how many chances do we give him? Last year it was money to buy into a funeral parlor. It costs $150 to find out he couldn't stay away from the embalming fluid. And the year before that, it was $75 to buy into a barber shop. You remember the hair tonic bin? For 2 weeks, he had the sweetest breath in the Bronx.
That's all in the past. Yeah, Francis and I would never sponsor Charlie if we didn't think he could make it this time. Am I right, Charlie?
Boys, I haven't had a drop in 6 months. And whether you give me the money or not, I want to thank you. Boy, if it hadn't been for you guys taking care of me when I went off in those bats...
Now, Charlie. Well, boys, does Charlie get his chance to take his place with respectable businessmen?
How about it, fellas?
Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'll get the checkbook.
Good. Leo, make out the check to Mr. Adamopoulos.
Boys, I don't know how I could ever...
Oh, Charlie, don't thank us. It's worth it to us not having to pick you up every night at that Atlantic Bar and Grill.
Excuse me, Officer Muldoon. Just to keep the record straight, I stopped going to the Atlantic Bar and Grill 5 years ago.
It's not important, Charlie.
The Mandalay Lounge. That's where you used to pick me up.
That's right.
What was the name?
At Adamopoulos.
The Atlantic Bar and Grill. They give you a shot like that for a dime. Boom, boom, boom. All glass. Not even enough to wet your tongue.
Okay, Charlie. Did you get that, Leo?
Adamopoulos? How do you spell that, Charlie?
The Mandalay Lounge. That's where you get a good honest shake. They used to give you a shot like that for a quarter. Boom! You took a belt of that and you knew you had a drink.
Charlie, how do you spell it?
And I'll tell you something else. For every 3 shots you bought, the bartender'd buy you a shot free. Boom!
Charlie, how do you spell Adamopoulos?
And I'll tell you another good on the spot. The Ace of Spades Bar and Grill down on Tremont. They used to give you a shot and a beer chaser. Boom!
Charlie.
The Lorelei Lounge. There's a good bar. That bar's got heart. They didn't care how drunk you were. They serve you right and left.
Charlie!
What?
How do you spell Adamopoulos?
Who?
Adamopoulos.
Who's that?
Adamopoulos.
Never heard of him.
But Charlie...
Why don't you guys stop hounding me? Sweetheart.
Well, Gunther, you have any more nice young businessmen you want us to help?
I don't know what got into Charlie.
Whatever it was 90 proof.
And you guys wanted to give him another $100. That guy's been drinking up our funds for the last 5 years.
All Charlie needs is a helping hand.
For what? To raise the glass to his lips? That he does all right. Now look, you two, don't be such do-gooders.
Hey, what have you guys been giving Charlie in here? He staggered past my desk and he was...
All right.
Look, the captain wants to see you two right away.
Yes, well, don't worry, Mr. Burkholz. If she's breaking the law, she'll be taken in. I'm sending officers Tootie and Muldoon over to... What? No, they won't let her go this time. I'll see to that personally.
You wanted us, Captain?
I'm sorry to drag you away from your meeting, but a little police business came up. It happens every now and then.
Oh, that's all right, Captain. We're finished with our current case.
I know. He almost fell through my door on the way out.
What was it you wanted, Captain?
Another one of your pet charities. Pretzel Mary.
What about dear old Mary?
I'll tell you what about dear old Mary. She's in Crotona Park peddling without a license.
She hasn't got a peddler's license?
She hasn't got a peddler's license? Stop trying to kid me. You've been letting her get away with it now for 10 years.
But, Captain, she's a sweet little old lady.
She's an old battle axe who's been making a public nuisance of herself now for 10 years. If she wants to be a public nuisance in my precinct, she's got to have a license. Get over there and take care of her.
Yes, sir.
Pretzels, you want to buy a pretzel, Mr. Nice Pretzel? Oh, why don't you? Watch it, you little punk. I should smash you. Pretzel, who'll buy pretzel from a nice pretzel, mister? How about it? Just 3 cents.
Will you let me go?
Look, they're nice and fresh. Feel the pretzel.
I don't want to feel the pretzel.
Feel how fresh they are.
Will you let me go?
Feel the pretzel. What's it gonna hurt to feel?
All right. There.
That'll be 3 cents, please.
3 cents, but I don't want it.
You don't want it? You touched it, you gotta take it.
But I don't want it.
Listen, you cheap bum, you're not sticking me with the dirty pretzel. Do you hear that, everybody?
All right, lady.
I have
All right.
it's an old dirty
All right, lady. Here.
Ah, bless you, bless you. You're a good man. Bless you, bless you. Pretzels! Who'll buy pretzels from a poor old lady? Here, little boy. Get that pretzel out of my boy's mouth. What are you talking about? He snapped at it. Snapped at it? Why, he hasn't even got teeth yet. Here. You gotta take it. He's slobbing all over it. He doesn't want it. Well, neither do I. How am I supposed to sell it when he licks the salt all off it? That's 3 cents. There ought to be a law against nuisances like you. What about you, raising a pretzel snatcher? Thank heavens I'll be dead and gone when he's in his prime. Don't you talk about my boy that way. Ah, shut up. Here's your 3 cents. Ah, bless you, ma'am. You're a good woman, you are. Pretzel, mister. They're nice and fresh. Don't you want a nice fresh pretzel?
Look, leave me alone. I don't want to buy any pretzel.
Ah, you cheap bum. Pretzels, pretzels.
Look, Mary.
Want to buy a pretzel?
No.
And stop wasting my time. Pretzels!
Mary, we got to talk to you.
Not during business hours. Pretzels!
Look, Mary, be reasonable. We've let you go all these years, but this is it. The captain knows you haven't got a peddler's license.
Licenses are for cats and dogs, not for poor old ladies trying to scratch to make a living in a cold world. Pretzels, will you clear the aisle?
Wait a minute, Mary. Look, we got to take you in.
Take your hands off me. Oh, he hit me again. Did you see that I'm trying to do a reporter peddling a woman? I want you all as witnesses.
Bring it up.
You know you got to do following old lady. Brute, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
And you call yourselves cops.
But, Captain, she just won't buy a license.
It's only $5. Maybe if I take up a collection among the boys.
A collection?
Ooh, the Helping Hand Committee.
Quiet. Look, Santa Claus, we're here to see that the peddlers buy the licenses, not us.
But she just won't.
She won't, eh? 2 big policemen afraid of a little old woman. Bring her in here.
Yes, sir. Come in, dear old Mary.
Mary, this is our captain.
Ah, the head Cossack.
Now, look, Mary, for years we've looked the other way, but this is it. Either you get a license or get off the streets.
Just like that, huh? You wouldn't reconsider?
No.
Okay. Help the bean man! Get your hands on me! Ooh, my arm!
Will you shut her up? Quiet. It's nothing, folks, nothing. Just putting on an act.
They held me and he kicked me in the stomach.
Don't believe her.
Somebody get a doctor.
Break it up. Come on.
Oh, please don't leave me alone with them. They'll kill me.
Quiet. Here, Mary. Here's $5. Get yourself a license.
Oh, bless you, Captain. You're a good man.
Thank you. Now go home.
Go home? You dragged me miles from my territory. Now it's going to cost me 15 cents to go home by subway. Justice! I want justice!
Take her home.
Come on, Mary.
Ah, bless you, man. Bless you.
Look, fellas, I gotta talk to you.
We're busy, Charlie.
Wait, fellas. I'm ashamed of the way I behaved.
We'll see you later, Charlie.
Want to buy a pretzel?
A pretzel? No, thanks.
Come on, Mary.
Oh, don't shove.
Pretzels. Pretzels have been my downfall.
Okay, Charlie.
Every time I eat a pretzel, I get thirsty and then boom, boom, boom.
Okay, Charlie.
They got lousy pretzels at the Lorelei Lounge, but they give you a shot. Boom!
Okay, Charlie.
Oh, okay, Charlie, me. Put him up and fight like a man.
Will somebody get him out of here before I have to buy him a liquor license?
I'll have your badge for this.
You'll have my badge. What do they want from me?
There you go, Mary. We took you right to your door.
Ah, big deal. You drove me home. You wasted the whole day for me.
Here you go, Mary.
Why don't you break down and buy a couple of pretzels, you cheap bums?
Oh, brother, we let you get away with murder for years. Captain gives you $5 for a license. We take you home. The least we could expect is a couple of kind words.
You want a couple of kind words? Drop dead.
Come on.
Wait.
Get lost.
Did you see the way she lives? Did you ever see such squalor?
Now, wait a minute, Gunther.
The Helping Hand Committee has got to do something for her.
Gunther, she's a mean old woman.
But Francis, she's a poor woman. A poor, old, helpless woman.
I guess you're right.
And here's the monthly rentals from your apartment houses in Brooklyn.
Let's see how I did this month. Give me the figures.
$15,246 from the sale of your American amalgamated stock.
Go on.
$14,200 from the sale of the lots where they're going to build a new orphanage.
I still think if I held out another month, I could squeeze more out of them. Come on.
And, of course, the rentals from your apartment houses in Brooklyn, Staten Island, Jackson Heights, and Manhattan. $24,618. And that about does it.
Oh, not quite right. I made $1.14 on pretzels and found this bottle. I can get 2 cents deposit on that. Now, that makes a grand total of...
Mary, you're one of the wealthiest women in the country. You can't handle all of this money with no system.
I got the best system in the world. The real estate money goes in here. And the money for the stocks is stuffed in the chair. The rentals in here in the mattress. And by the way, from now on, no more small bills. The mattress is almost full.
Mary, according to my guess, you have over $1 million in cash stuffed in this furniture. Now, it just isn't safe here. Again, I implore you, put it in the bank.
Colton, this is the only family I got. What are you trying to do? Break up a home?
Mary.
That poor, penniless woman needs our help. If ever the Helping Hand Committee had a reason to give...
Every day it's a new cause. What are you trying to be, the Albert Schweitz of the Bronx?
Look, we saw it with our own eyes. Such poverty.
If you want to see real poverty, take a look at our treasury.
Not Pretzel, Mary. Look, fellas, I know she's a miserable character, but anyone who has to live under those conditions has a right to be bitter.
Ooh, I got an idea that'll make Pretzel Mary the happiest woman in the world. And we can do it all on our lunch hour.
That's the last piece.
Some pieces. What do I got to do with this junk?
Who cares? Burn it.
Get out!
Come on, boys. This way. Oh, boy. Wait till she sees this new furniture. She'll flip.
Wait until she lies down on this new mattress. I don't know how she slept on the other ones. You ever see anything so lumpy in your life?
Where does this go?
Right there, where the old one used to be.
Come on, she'll be here any minute.
Oh, gee, I sure wish that I could be here to see the look on her face when she sees what we've done for her.
Let's go.
All right.
She's coming down the street. Get the patrol wagon out of here. Lock the front door. We'll go out the back.
Wait!
What's that?
It's the last dollar in the Helping Hand Fund. We may as well leave it for good luck.
Come on, come on.
I can't wait to hear her shriek with joy.
There it is. You know, it makes you feel good all over.
Attention, attention. The entire available personnel will assemble in the front of the main desk at once. On a double.
Boy, I wish you were there when we fixed up our house. We worked like dogs all night. But you know what made it worthwhile? When she screamed with delight when she saw what we did. I wished I could describe it. That's it. It sounded just like that.
It's Mary.
How about that? She found out who did it, and she came here to thank us.
Now, Mary. Men, something big has happened in our precinct. It's so fantastic. Mary, tell it to them in your own words. Mary is trying to tell you is this. Right here in our precinct, there's been $1 million robbery. It was as much of a shock to me as it's going to be to you to find out that Mary was a millionairess. She had all of her money, over $1 million, stuffed in her old furniture. Boys, we're up against a clever gang. Somehow they found out about it. And in a daring daylight robbery, looted every stick of Mary's furniture and replaced it with some cheap new stuff. Men, until we catch this gang who stole this poor old woman's $1 million, there are going to be no vacations, no time off. All right, you've got all of the facts. Are there any questions? Muldoon?
Did the gang leave any clues?
No.
Any fingerprints?
Footprints?
Nothing. Anything that was there was smudged and trampled.
In other words, you don't know anything about this gang of thieves?
Nothing except for one thing. They have a sense of humor. They left her this, $1. Men, from now on, this precinct has but one objective. Track down this gang. Find poor Mary's $1 million and make those thieves pay for what they've done. Dismissed. Wait. Where are you going?
To find my money.
Well, that's our business. It's in the hands of my department.
Some police department.
We'll get your money back in 24 hours.
24 hours. For 30 years, you haven't even been able to make me buy a peddler's license, and you're going to get my money?
Now, Mary.
If that money's to be found, I'll find it myself.
Now, wait, Mary. I've got every one of my men on it. Don't you worry.
$1 million, and he tells me not to worry. Do you know how much $1 million is? 30 million pretzels.
Gunther, you've got to remember.
What was the name of the junk man who took away Mary's old furniture?
What was his name? We've got to get that furniture back. I'm thinking.
Tootie is thinking already. We start with a handicap.
Didn't you and Nicholson carry that old furniture out to the junk man?
Yes.
Did you say anything to him?
Yes.
What did you say?
I told him to burn it.
Burn him! Oh, no. Gunther, the junk man. Who is he?
I don't know his name. All I know is where he lives.
All he knows is where he lives. Come on!
Furniture?
The stuff we took out of that shack.
Yeah, what'd you do with it?
Where is it?
Oh, that stuff. What a time I had getting rid of it.
You got rid of it?
It wasn't easy. That stuff is mighty to dump.
Murder?
Yeah, it's that kind of in-between stuff. It's too old to sell for junk and not old enough for Jackie Kennedy to put in the White House. Give me a nice, dirty old daybed.
Mr. Carter, what did you do with it?
I did what I do whenever I got a junky junk. I got the pig to take it off my hands.
The pig?
Yeah, he's got a junkyard. He takes anything.
Where does he live?
In his junkyard. On the corner, let's see. On the corner of Marine Internet Place and the Busey Boulevard.
You got that, boys?
Come on, let's go!
How dare you? What do you mean, junk? I resent that. I deal in unwanted merchandise.
All right, Mr. Connoisseur. The unwanted merchandise that Mr. Carter, the junk man, dumped here is now wanted. We want it.
You're too late. Too late? That's right. I gave it away.
Who did you give it to?
A guy I met in the Mandalay Lounge. Mandalay Lounge? That's right. A guy who was embarking on a new career. Was his name Charlie? That's right.
Quick, where's he staying?
He ran an unfurnished room. It's upstairs over the Atlantic Bar and Grill.
Upstairs over the Atlantic Bar and Grill. Thanks, Pig. Come on, let's go.
Of course I'm sober. Stone sober. And that's the way it's gonna be from now on. I'm gonna make you boys proud of me.
That's wonderful. Ain't it, fellas?
Yeah. Say, let's celebrate. Let's take Charlie out and buy him a pizza.
Oh, no. I'm not leaving this room.
You're not?
Downstairs is the Atlantic Bar and Grill. Across the street is the Mandalay Lounge. Down the street is the Ace of Spades Bar and Grill. Out there is temptation. Here I'm safe, right here on this lumpy mattress.
But, Charlie, we'll be with you.
We'll get you by that Atlantic Bar and Grill.
The Atlantic Bar, that ain't the one I'm worried about. They give you shots like that. Boom, boom, boom. It's all glass. It's that Mandalay Lounge that I'm worried about. They give you a shot like that. Boom! And for every 3 shots you buy, boom, boom, boom. The bartender buys you a shot for nothing. Boom!
Charlie.
Let's give it a try.
Good boy.
You guys are all right. You guys are all
We'll see to it that you're not tempted.
Mind your own business.
Look, Charlie.
There's nothing I hate worse than nosy cops. Who needs you?
Gunther and I'll wait here for you. You fellas take him down.
Nobody has to take me.
Come on, let's get this stuff out of here. Hurry.
What's the hurry? They gotta pass 4 bars before they get to that pizza joint. We got all night.
Come on, come on, come on.
There, my family's all safe and sound again in its new home. Now, Mommy's going out and earn some more little brothers and sisters for you.
Again with the scream. Maybe this time she's gonna thank us.
You say you stuffed your money in the new furniture? They took it away and brought back your old furniture? Well, don't you worry. We'll get it back. Ben?
And so, fellas, I want to thank you. Not for returning my money, but for teaching me a lesson. Money means nothing unless it's shared and brings happiness.
Well, you sure shared it, Mary. $250,000 to that orphanage, the money to the Police Athletic League, every charity in the Bronx.
It's just money. Money means nothing.
Bye, here comes your chauffeur.
Ah, Charles.
Where to today, ma'am?
The usual. Bless you, boys. Bless you. Pick me up at 5, Charles.
Yes, ma'am.
Pretzels, pretzels. Who wants to have some pretzels? They're nice and fresh. Pretzels. You want some pretzel, mister? Oh, they're nice.
Let me go. I don't want pretzels.
Ah, you cheap bum. Oh, he's a nice little boy. Pretzel man. Wise Dave, huh? You're a wise guy. Pretzels, pretzels. Who'll buy pretzels from a penniless Fresh.
Tonight's program brought to you by Gleam Toothpaste with a patented TL70 formula.